The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's November 17th, 5:29 right now. And boy, oh boy, Steph, aren't you glad for new cars, new trucks, and new features?
Yes, I am, because you use your seat warmers in July.
Year round.
Year round. You're like, I am cold. But this is my first experience with the seat warmer.
Really?
Yes. Now, my truck has leather seats, so I think the seats are extra cold compared to fabric ones.
Yes.
Like they are, whew. And I'm guessing that in the summer, they're going to be really, really hot.
Yeah.
I might have to put a blanket on them. But this truck came with very special features.
What do they all have?
It has a seat warmer.
Obviously. Love that. All the time. Full blast.
It also has a seat cooler.
I've never heard of that.
I know.
Very interesting.
There's a button right beside the seat warmer that like kind of puts like I don't know if it's a fan or what happens in the seat to cool it down.
Yeah.
But yesterday I was driving to work and my butt was having the opposite effect of having a seat warmer on.
At least yesterday wasn't all that cold.
Not like today, for sure. But it was cold enough that I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
You're like, do I have a window open? Like, why is it so cold?
Yeah, or is there a hole in the floor? Because why is it my butt that's so cold?
No, are the buttons right beside each other?
Of course they are.
Yep.
Just right next to each other. And in the morning when it's like 4:30 and you just quickly hit it, like, whoa, it's cold. I'm going to snap that button.
How are they labeled? Is it hot and cold, or is it confusing and you have to decipher like the graphics that are on it?
Yeah, it's graphics. There's certainly no words. They don't waste time with letters in these fancy
They have
cars.
like a heat wave on one and then like a cold wave on the other
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
like a little fan.
You have to decipher what's the heat wave and what's the cold wave.
I don't think I'll make that mistake again, to be honest. I'm going to pay a little more closer attention. Got Michelle calling in about my heated seat, cooling seat mishap. What's that cooling seat like?
That's like an air-conditioned seat.
That sounds pretty great. Does it work right away, or like am I going to sit down
does.
first? Okay.
No. You push the button, and it's the same as when you push your button for the heat.
All right.
So in the winter, you have the heat. In the summer, you have the cooling. I had it in my other car. It's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, I feel like I'm living in luxury all of a sudden.
You are.
You are.
Welcome to the future, Steph, from 10 years ago.
Thank you. Yeah,
10 years from now, we'll be flying in our cars.
Yeah.
this sounds kind of fun.
Steph will just get remote car starter by then.
Yeah.
I like to be prepared for pretty much any adventure. And so wherever I go in my vehicle, so does all my adventure stuff.
Yeah, that checks out. I think that's normal.
Yeah, so
Ish.
like in the back seat right now, there's some life jackets, there's some bike helmets.
Okay, kind of normal-ish.
Like I'm ready. Like, you want to go for a canoe ride? Yeah, count me in. But yesterday, when the blizzard happened, I kind of had to face a little bit of reality.
Yeah, like the minus 32 weeks ago wasn't enough.
The river wasn't frozen over then.
Yeah.
Now it is.
You're like, I can still, there's a little stream over there, a kilometer away. There's still hope.
Just put me in my kayak and let me go, okay? But yesterday I was like, I guess it's time to switch this out. Better go find my snowshoes.
You don't have to be sad about it. You can be like, snowshoes.
It's true. I do love snowshoeing. I love the winter season. It's just this transition of like, when I don't get to kayak anymore. And
This is where you're like, husband, can you clean out and take out the life jackets and put it in my snowshoes, please?
I'm too sad.
I'm excited for the season, but I don't want to do the physical work.
This is Nick. This is the Ticketmaster Swiftie Woe Stories.
Nick! All right, break it down. What have you gone through these past couple days?
Oh my gosh. So first, it was, you had to sign up to get the pre-sale codes. And we were all told that, like, if you had tickets to her last tour in, like, Leverfest, that you would get kind of, like, priority to buy tickets for this tour.
Yeah.
So I was like, sweet, I got this, like, right in the bag because I had tickets for Leverfest. And so I signed up, got my pre-sale code, but so many of my friends who had signed up and, like, people, like, who lived in Canada didn't get a code.
Oh, no.
So, like, that's kind of weird. So I had my code, so I wanted to try for the Vegas shows. And so Tuesday comes, and I had my laptop all ready to go. Like, the night before, I signed in, made sure all my credit card info was up to date, had the windows open, like I was prepared for this. And 11 a.m. comes, all my students have gone home for the morning, and I'm, like, hitting refresh. I keep getting, like, a 504 bad gateway page, and happening constantly for, like, a good 20 minutes, and I would, like, get to a queue or, like, a waiting room, and then I'd get booted out again. And so I decided to go on Twitter, and everyone's like, they pushed back the West Coast shows by, I think, like, a good 4 or 5 hours. Like, I don't think I could try again until 4 p.m.
Jeez.
And so I get on at 4, and I have, like, a bit more luck at 4 p.m. to get in and get the tickets. But as soon as I select a seat, and it doesn't even matter what seat I picked. Like, I was, like, even choosing the 300 section at this point.
Yeah.
And it just kept saying, oh, no, sorry, like, your tickets have already been sold, blah, 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 blah. And that just kept happening, and I had both shows open. Like, she has a Friday and a Saturday night. And, like, the ticket prices just kept changing on, like, every section, and, like, Friday night would be more expensive in one section than it was on Saturday, and, like, vice versa, and...
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about that, the kind of experience that you're going through. Like, Ticketmaster has just kind of thrown you guys through a hoop.
Yeah. And I guess one of my friends, she just tried to get tickets through, I think it was called Speaky, because she was going to try to go to Arizona. Yeah. And they charged her credit card like a good 6 times.
Whoa.
And she doesn't have tickets, and she just kept getting charges. And so her accounts, she has 2 accounts that are locked out right now.
Jeez. So where are you at right now? How are you trying to get tickets?
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm gonna try again on Friday when it goes on the general sale. So tomorrow at, I think, 11 a.m. our time they go on sale. And I already tried looking on StubHub, and tickets are going for like $3,000, like for the 100 section even. I'm like,
no, yeah, people just trying to take advantage
for one
of it.
Ticket.
All
yeah,
right,
I'm like, oh, I love her, and I would pay that much if I was like on the floor somewhere, like near the front, but.
We need to throw it out there. We need all the good luck to come next way. And if you have any tips or tricks on how to work the Ticketmaster or anything, let us know so we can pass it on.
Man, we are crossing our fingers for you. You got to call us if you get them.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention to the stories.
I'll let you guys know for sure. I'm sure you'll hear lots of screaming if I do.
Huge day in the gaming world yesterday, Steph, because the new Call of Duty came out.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. So if you didn't hear from someone, or if maybe you're in the dating world and you thought you got ghosted, no, they're probably just gaming. That's all it is.
Okay, now Call of Duty, is that the car race one?
What? No, Call of Duty. That's like the first-person shooter that everyone plays online. Oh. And you get into like groups of 4 with all your best friends, and then you just play for 5 hours, and you're wondering where the day went and why you haven't ate and why... Anyways, not from personal experience. This is what I've heard.
Not what you did yesterday, Shawn?
No. Well, yesterday was like a download day. So you got to log on, download. So today actually might be the day where you don't hear from people, because I think everyone was getting it downloaded onto their system, which takes a couple hours. But then today, and it's a free game too. Everyone can download it, and then everyone can just kind of go on and hang out and have a whole bunch of fun. So anyways...
So your group chat is going to go crazy. Are you going to nap today?
Yeah, because I have that unique job where I get home in the afternoon and all the buds are still working. So, but yeah, once like supper time hits, it's like 4 hours of just gaming, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I did nothing today. But you did do something because you got better at Call of Duty. That's what you did today.
Jeepers. I thought sports kept us from being friends outside of the office hours, but apparently it's video games too now.
And this is why I have 2 TVs in my room. One for video games, one for sports.
Oh my gosh, you're such a geek. Went on a giant driving adventure yesterday.
Yeah, thank you so much. You gave me some rides. I very much appreciate that.
Oh, you're so welcome. After I finished giving you rides to and from the tire place,
Yes.
I also took out the Mixmobile and we teamed up with Luso Clothing
Right.
for the month for Mix on a Mission. And a huge thanks to the people who I went to their house and picked up donations for the Center of Hope. And a huge sorry to the people I went to the wrong house and left footprints in your driveway and a little bit of a creep around your house looking for your donation that you didn't sign up to give.
Yeah, how dare you not give anything that you didn't know about? Be better.
Oh my goodness, Shawn. I pulled up to this house. I GPSed it. I'm not blaming anyone, but either the person who signed up didn't write their address right or the person who copy and pasted it.
Okay.
didn't paste it right. But I was at this house and I'm like looking from the vehicle, giving a good squint over at this doorstep. I was like, oh, maybe it's on the side. I got out. Of course, it's snowing, so my footprints on top of everything are going to be in this driveway of just like somebody checking it out.
But they're also going to be covered up in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was snowing quite a lot yesterday. But then I thought, I'm probably going to end up in one of those neighborhood watch Facebook groups.
Oh, that'd be great. I would love that.
It would be like,
hilarious.
Isn't that Steph from Mix? She's trying to steal your recycling. I was not. I was trying to get your
Yeah, you
Center
were.
Hope donation. No.
Yeah, you were.
I would have donated to a good cause, okay? If there was a bag of recycling there, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. We were collecting warm coats. And so if it was not warm coats, I wouldn't have taken it. I did call the person.
You got all the right
house.
addresses? You got everything picked up?
Yes.
And a couple bags of bottles?
No.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
steal any bottles.
My tire saga continues for another couple months here because I got good and bad news from the tire place yesterday, Steph.
What'd they say?
Yeah. Okay, so good news. Winter tires completely on my car. It
Yay.
is good to go. It is ripping around. It is amazing how great my winter tires are,
You're
okay?
sticking to the road. You're stopping at stop signs. You're going at green lights. You're going awesome.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
Bad news is they let me know, and I knew this going in, but I think I just didn't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. My summer tires are so stinking bald that they're like, we can't, like, I think we as a company can't put them on because, like, it's a liability.
Oh my goodness.
So I was
that
like-
bad.
Yeah, so like there's no point in storing them because they're pointless essentially. I was like, oh, like I knew it, but like I don't want to buy tires.
Yeah, I thought you were just slipping on black ice when you were telling us that you were having a hard time going. But
Oh no.
you actually just had tires that had zero grip.
Yeah, like the outsides had a little bit of grip, but the closer you got to the middle and the inside, they're getting pretty bald there. So
no.
now this is my other question. What do I do with, because I like my rims.
Yeah.
What do I do with the rubber? I don't know. I've never been in this situation before. Or do I just sell these off and just say to heck with it? Like, I've never been in this situation before. I don't know what to do with my now bald tires.
Well, you certainly keep the rims, but I think you can take them to the dump to be recycled.
I take like my rims and my tire?
No, you have to get your rim out of there.
Who does that?
The place that said your tires are too bald, you should have said, can you take them off the rim for me,
Damn
please?
it! I should have done this yesterday.
Yeah.
They didn't present it as an option.
They're
so
busy, Shawn. You
I
waited too
didn't
long.
know. I'm like, what do I do? I like the rim, but I don't like the baldness of the tire. I'm new to this.
I don't know. Maybe like in February after this whole rush has finished, you can take it back to them and be like, can you give me my rim back?
Hello, I'm back. Maybe can we store them? Because I just want to take the rubber off, please. I like to keep the rim.
Good luck.
As the self-proclaimed president of the Wearing Crocs in Winter Society, I am making the official statement right now, Steph, that we are in boots season.
Oh.
We've crossed over. People, individuals out there, if you are still wearing your sandals or Crocs for your everyday life, it's time to cross over. Time to put the boots on.
Shawn has declared it.
Yeah, I'm the president, self-proclaimed president of it. So
I feel like I need to call you bro right now. Like that guy at McDonald's. You wearing Crocs in the winter, bro? You're like, it's boot season, bro.
the stranger at McDonald's that confronted me like last week, is that who you're being right now?
Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah, that guy was a week early. because
Okay.
now it's the switch over with the dump that we got yesterday of all that snow. It's time. It's time. Yesterday, if you're trying to do errands, you're kicking around in your Crocs and you're getting your socks wet.
It's true. And the Crocs don't have that great of grips either. So you're probably slipping around on the wet snow.
Well, I mean, natural athlete over here. I can catch my balance at any time, any
Right.
moment because, athlete. But yeah, it's just it's boot season. And so I officially brought my indoor shoes to work today. I put my boots by the door, switched into my indoor shoes. And it's sad, but it had to happen,
I love that you are an indoor shoe man. Like, I wear nice little boots that I just wear all day long, and you're like,
Comfort.
No, I need to still walk around in my flip-flops in the winter, so here we are.
Yeah.
Walked to my house last night. My husband, laying on the couch, says, "Remind me again who Margaret is?"
Who's Margaret?
Good question. I was like, I don't think I know a Margaret.
A mystery for all of us. Like a murder mystery. It's fun.
Who is Margaret and what is she up to? Does she have the candlestick? But he was like, it's a gray cat, I think. I have a slideshow on my computer. It's titled Margaret.mov. And he's like, there's some sad music
On his
behind it.
computer?
On his computer.
It's a little side hobby and you didn't tell anyone about? Trying to play it off on you?
It's like, yeah, you saved these pictures of Margaret. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what Margaret is. And I tried to make him guess. He was not impressed.
Not here for your games, wife.
Just
Tell me who Margaret is.
Margaret is a cat from the SPCA.
Okay.
And back when we weren't allowed to have folks in studio trying to stop the spread,
Oh, yes.
they used to send us
Yeah.
Pet of the Weekday videos. And they would put some thoughtful music behind it to be like,
Yes.
poor Margaret is still here.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could help her out.
So he's just stockpiling those old videos on his laptop or his computer?
I must have downloaded one to post it on our page one night, just using his computer, not knowing that he was going to find it later. I probably would have deleted it had I
some
known.
good old keepsakes. Whoever has Margaret now is like, hey, can you send that over? I want that keepsake.
Yeah, I want to see what she looks like. I wonder if she's still called Margaret. Maybe they call her
Ooh.
Maggie.
Yeah,
Maybe they don't
some
call her
totally- yeah.
something like Margaret at all.
Oh, just a whole new cat.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.